Hey guys, it's Eric, Perry Hill Farms. Here we got some cabbage we planted back in the early winter. We'll just say November-ish. They were very small then, and normally you can overwinter them, and they do real good here in South Alabama. They just kind of grow slow, but this year we had 3 days of below probably 25. One night it was down in the teens, I think. But it was cold, and it burned them and blistered them and stunted them. And I don't know if they'll come out of it or not. But they've come this far. I'm going to at least give them a chance. And if they don't, they don't. If they do, that'll be great. But one thing I want to go over, and a lot of times we say we're doing stuff and we take for granted that people know what we're talking about. And I do that a lot, and I don't mean to. And this is just a simple thing I'm going to go over with you right here. But it's just, you might hear a lot of gardeners that has a pretty good sized garden and all talk about fertilizing something. They say they're going to side dress it. Well, let me show you what side dressing is. It's just simply getting a bucket of fertilizer, and we ain't all organic or all that here. We're all about food.
Well, we're trying.
We do use some compost, and but we use some synthetic fertilizer too. And like I said, if something bad was to happen, you couldn't get to town, you had some cabbage growing out in the field, you wouldn't care if they were composted or they were fertilized with synthetic. If that was what you had to eat, you'd be tickled to death to get it, as well as I. And so, anyway, I just want to show you, side dressing is just simply taking you some fertilizer. We're going to walk alongside these plants, and the reason they call it side dressing, we're going to drop the fertilizer right alongside of it. And then I've already plowed this row, but I'm going to replow it probably. Just going to drop a little fertilizer down inside these cabbage. You can see some of them, like this right here, is already forming some heads.
We're hoping that this fertilizer will give it a boost, and
we're hoping to give it a boost, but if it don't, I'm going to fertilize, I'm going to kill it, or I'm going to bring it around. One or the other. But anyway, that's what you call side dressing. Once you put your fertilizer down side of it, like this, you want to do one or two things. You don't want your wife to step on the onions. No, that's three things, ain't it? Oh, I'm sorry. You want to do one or two things. You want to take dirt and cover this fertilizer up. Or, if you don't cover it up, you want to take your sprinkler and turn it on and wet it in. Let the fertilizer, synthetic fertilizer, melt and go into the ground where it can get to the root system. So anyhow, I'm gonna finish fertilizing these. Do a little video of me throwing the dirt to them. What Daddy always called it, pull the dirt to them. And all that does a couple different things. When you throw the dirt up to them, it covers up the weeds, hopefully, and covers up your fertilizer, so fertilizer don't burn your plants. But anyway,
plus it aerates the soil around the roots.
That's right. Plants are just like we are. They need water, they need sunshine, and they need food. And so we're gonna give these a good dose of all of it, and we just hope that we can pull them out. But if not, we're going to be planting some more.
Purple has not. The Creole cabbage, or whatever this is called, red cabbage, it's not.
It's red Creole. These here look the worst. Just so you viewers know, we got these seeds from Hall's Tools. And and I'll go over. This right here is what is that?
Cheers cabbage.
Yeah, the best looking that come through the freeze
Was Cheers.
was Cheers.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and then we got some Rio Grande
Red cabbage, that's what that
red
is.
cabbage. They hadn't started heading yet, thank God. Just come back in out of your side dress it. If you got any, like right here, if you'll zoom in there, you can see that exposed fertilizer. I want to take my hoe, cover it up, break the dirt up around which hadn't been done. Get the weeds out if you can. And like I say, aerate the soil a little bit. These plants hadn't had no broke up soil around them quite some time. We just pull a little dirt to them and kind of
Get the extra grass out.
we can get a few of these winter weeds out or cover them up. And sharpen your hoe like you're supposed to. Cutting them weeds ain't no problem. Hoe will get them. It'll get your cabbage too if you ain't careful.
Yeah.
And so, not too much weeds in them. So, too much of these winter weeds are, some of it is actually the good stuff.
Yeah, the clover. The clover's the good stuff.
Clover we planted out here to try to help us put some nitrogen back in the soil. Clover's a good nitrogen fixer. And like I say, we just out here trying to help them do something if they will. They may not.
We will keep you updated though, for sure.
Yep, we'll keep you updated. And folks, I can't say it enough. It's important this year. It's gonna be a critical year with your food. In other words, it's just gonna get higher and higher. Some of it's not even gonna be available. Now, exactly what, I don't know. But they're saying, you know, a lot of your cooking oils, peanut oil, those things is gonna be scarce. And what is available is gonna be high.
At the same time.
Please hear what I'm saying. It's gonna be high. Let me say it one more time. It's gonna be high. Now I'm just telling you. Ask yourself. Go back and watch some of our videos last year. I was doing the same thing last year. I don't ever believe you'll see a time in America when there ain't food in the grocery stores. But ask yourself. Just ask yourself. Well, if you saved any receipts from last year, we looked at some of ours the other day, and a lot of stuff is almost double what it was last year. And anybody that's been in the grocery store lately will tell you the same thing. Oh my goodness. You know, like I say, it ain't gonna get no better, not this year. It may take a couple of years, and may take longer than that, y'all. So if you can grow anything, if you can grow anything, get out there and plant something this year. I got spring fever. I mean, we experiencing some 70-degree weather, and you see them onions, right?
Yeah, just stay on this road right here.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, walking right down the middle. And
Good job. Good job, Levi.
I'm just making sure. But I'm just telling you, it ain't gonna get no better this year as far as price. And like I said, there may be some stuff out there available, and there may not be. Just I give you, for example, just here recently, just a couple things: eggs, romaine lettuce. I mean, what romaine lettuce is out there looks pitiful at best, and
the heads are smaller.
It's anywhere from $7 to $12 a head.
Yeah.
We're talking about lettuce,
and it's that size.
It's small.
Yeah.
And but anyway, I don't want to harp on that too much. But like I say, I don't never want to be a gloom and doom kind of guy. But I believe the Bible's clear about preparation. I forget who said that. The 5 P's.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Not stepping. Careful. But anyway, we appreciate y'all watching.
You're gonna finish hoeing
our little garden video. I'm gonna finish hoeing the cabbage. And probably gonna hook the sprinkler up. And then we're gonna go lock the cow up where my son can milk her in the morning.
That's
my
right.
wife. And we're just gonna continue planting and growing food. And I can't think of anything more important than that. God bless you. Thank you for watching Perry Hill Farms. And remember, a simple life is a much more enjoyable life. I believe that with all my heart. A lot of things is complicated nowadays, but I like to get out here and do things I did when I was a boy with my daddy and my granddaddy. And it brings a calmness to your mind and your body that nothing else will, other than the Lord. I appreciate you watching though. God bless you.